G's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yeah, I mean, I've got you back. The double header. Wow, yeah, I mean, straight from the panel onto the cast. They've a man of many talents. So we already know what you think. So, you know, I'm going to tell you guys what I think. I think Earth Spirit mid is really, really strong. I think that it gives you a really nice kill potential onto Faceless Void as well. Like, Faceless Void doesn't like playing into this hero because you've got that hard initiation and then you've got the silence. It can catch him out, stop him getting off time walk, and that's usually what you need to get, say, the Beastmaster into range of the Raw or even the Sven in range with the stun, and then he's just going to get his, you know, his noodles cooked up. So it's nice. I like it a lot. And as mentioned, this hero is very tanky, isn't too worried about getting caught inside a Chronosphere. So yeah, I'm pretty OG favored on this one, I would say.
"30 seconds to battle."
Has it ever actually lost a lane, like Magnus or Sven? Even although it's a very greedy lane, I don't think we've actually seen it lose in any situation. Oh, look at that score for No-Tail.
Yeah, it gets him across into the Roche pit. Still taking a decent amount of damage though, as Milan and 33 are keeping track on top of this Magnus now. Getting him down pretty low, but No-Tail running himself back onto the high ground will be okay here, as mid one's going to tank a bit of the harassment as well. But all in all is well. And that did allow mid one to grab that bounty rune. And there's one remaining over on the Radiant side, and it looks like they might leave it for Boromir to get it to refill his bottle at 4 minutes, which is a very cheeky strategy you can do. It might just pay off.
Yeah. 33 didn't actually scale the Aether Remnant there. I think they would have had a lot of kill potential onto No-Tail had he had that, but he went for the Dissimulate instead. So this lane, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of pressure applied to mid one in the first few waves at least.
Yeah, he should be alright. And No-Tail is just so tanky on this Magnus, does so much right-click damage, like very hard to trade with. Milan can do so when he's got the Fade Bolt, but he's going to interrupt these pulls and just generally be as annoying as he possibly can.
Oh, Thompson, he tried to roll onto Boromir. Oh, he's going to TP back. Okay, mid lane, Boromir team back already. He was trying to roll in and kick him into the tower, but nice sidestep from him there. Almost getting first blooded actually on the mid lane, had that actually happened.
Very, very close. Stops him playing around a little bit. I mean, he's basically played like a bunch of Earth Spirit mid games already, just not in the laning phase, because they've played this thing where they go Morphling with Ags with Earth Spirit on the 4 position. and then he just takes over. So we know what this guy's like in the mid game, playing on this Earth Spirit, because we've seen him in the Morphling form several times before, and it is just absolutely monstrous. Of course, the Morphling a little bit better version of the Earth Spirit, amazingly, when he picks up that Axe at least.
Yeah, and he's off to a great start in this mid lane too. He's not really denying a whole lot of creeps, but he's going to have the levels that he needs to be able to rotate later. Bottom lane, this is the lane where I expect First Blood to be occurring. Jakiro eventually probably going to run out of some resources, and it's going to want to die to come back into the lane with full everything.
Not too shabby. So all in all, lanes going fairly evenly. I mean, we've got a couple of advantages for OG, though. I mean, they are on top, especially Skidder, who's having a horrible time down in this bottom lane so far. 6 and 4.
Yeah, Saksa did manage to get the pull onto a second wave, and it put the situation bottom not in his favor. But he's going to be okay. As soon as he hits level 3, they're going to go for a kill here on Seb.
Yeah, there's a bash coming through. That's pretty nice. I mean, he needs some help here, but he's got nothing. He's just going to get run down here. Although that Tango might keep alive through the liquid fire. Just about does. Oh my goodness. Just about saves himself. 5 HP for Seb. My goodness. Couldn't close the gap. That is fortunate.
Yeah, and now Skidder, he does have a healing slot for himself, so he's going to be okay in this lane. He bought the Orb of Venom too. Really want to play aggressively onto Seb here.
Yeah, I mean, so close to turning this lane around at bottom. If they got that kill, that would have been everything, but he just about keeps himself alive with a Tango, is apparently all he needed. Buff Liquid Fire when?
Yeah, I can't wait for this hero to get buffed, man. Next patch. It's surely going to happen, right? It's one of the least played heroes. Still extremely clunky throughout the years. Can't wait. One of my favorite all-time heroes for sure.
He is definitely very neat. I feel like Jakiro is a lot of people's first-time heroes as well, because, you know, he just looks dope. He's a big dragon, you know, your friends always tell you, oh, just play support. Don't get in my way. I'll carry you, don't worry. Just play support. You're like, oh, this support looks kind of cool. And it's pretty straightforward.
Oh, some interesting situations happening middle. Thompson and Bornea try to fight for the top rune. Rune spawn bottom. No, neither of the supports were actually going down there, so Thompson is going to be able to pick that up. He obviously has the rolling boulder to be able to get there faster than Bornea. And that's a pretty big rune now. Top lane, mid one.
Oh, get very low here. 33 is on top of him. Has got the Dissimulate, but Milan's going to take it with the Fade Bolt. Now Skewer back under the tower, trying to get some revenge. 33, though, he's got the Dissimulate. And he's popping it at just the right time here. Gonna use it well. Get across the tree lines, and No Tail can't finish the job. Meanwhile, we just look at Bornea real quick. He's got that ace in the hole. He's got himself that bottle, which he has now refilled on the bounty rune, which was left earlier. So that means he's going to be able to collect the 4-minute bounty, well, the 0-minute bounty rune out 4 minutes, and then immediately be able to get the 5-minute rune as well. So that's going to mean he still gets to play in this mid lane a little bit. But Topsy going aggressive.
Very aggressive here. Maybe he wants to steal the enemy's bounty rune, possibly, with his rolling boulder. Let's think about doing that.
Milan is already there to defend it. Very aware of what Thompson might want to do, but he's rolling forwards here. He connects onto the Snapfire. There's a TP coming across from the Jakiro. Milan's going to be here as well, so Thompson could be the one in trouble as he throws across the boulder. He's got the rolling boulder available if he wants to try and turn it around on Bornea. I think he kind of has to. He's running out of options here. Trying to roll himself away, gets blocked up by the Rubik and killed off by Fata. Thompson does overextend a little bit in the middle lane and gets killed off. But 2 supports rotated in for it, so it's going to be a bit more freedom in the side lanes for OG as well.
Yeah, but they had to TP in for that. That was so good by them to just cover Bornea and get that kill onto Thompson. I think Thompson, if he had his way for another second or two, that looked like a dead Snapfire to me.
Certainly did.
Faces Void though, bottom lane. Now that Fada had to go middle, is struggling even more. Only 16 last hits. 6 minutes into this game. This is an absolute disaster for a carry.
And he's had some very rough games on this Faceless Void, especially in the laning phase we've seen so far. In
Top lane, mid one.
Oh, mid one. Run! Lift comes out. Milan, he's got the Fade Bolt in 4 seconds. 33 out of spells, however, but can he finish the job? Don't think so. No Tail playing bodyguard as well. Salve comes through. Milan won't be able to cancel, and that's going to put an end to that.
Mid lane, Bornea getting low too to Thompson's Magnetize. He runs out of Stone Remnants though, so he's not going to keep on going with that dive. And Bornea just going to get healed back up by Fada.
Yeah, couldn't quite finish the job there, unfortunately. So Boromir surviving once again, and now has a level 6 as well. And we've seen a lot of these Snapfires, you know, when they have the opportunity to get off a Fire Snap cookie into the kisses, it becomes very difficult to actually survive through that one with this early damage. But of course, you need the creeps to be in the right place for that to happen.
Stacks, 6 minutes, 55 seconds, Saksa, and No Tail. Making some gold for this Sven, who's about to go into the jungle soon.
Yep,
he actually opted for
from the lanes.
phase boots first and not for Mask of Madness. Interesting. Normally we just see mid one or other Sven players just go straight for that mask. So he got that sustain, the attack speed.
I guess he feels like the damage with the cleave just feels better, I suppose. I don't really know.
He wanted the champion for the lane because they're constantly hitting him, and it's really nice to have that extra armor for the laning stage.
Astute observation, sir. My learned friend.
Thompson using his magnetized middle and not getting the kill on Boromir, that means he doesn't have his ulti quite ready yet, or his remnants ready yet to make a play bottom with Seb. And that's going to give an opening for Boromir, actually, to rotate down to bottom lane. But he realizes Seb is like playing very cautiously here. Just going
for the skewer play up at top here, bringing him back under the tower. It is 33
Milan
though. He has
mid.
a dissimulate, so pretty tricky. Yeah, Milan going for the TP out. He's going to be okay. Saxon and Thompson will be unable to convert that one, and 33 is going to survive at top as well, despite that skewer play.
Very tame game so far. A lot of very close deaths from both sides, but not really getting that final hit.
Yeah, but the net worth is starting to kind of weigh up in OG's favor still. I mean, it really does just come down to Skitter's Void being a little bit too far behind for comfort. And he doesn't have the same potential for farming as a Sven does, so I'm really worried that mid one's just going to take off in this game. We know what happens when that starts to go down as they look over towards Milan here. Stun is available. Can they get in range, though? They're not going to chase him too hard. In fact, mid one, he CC stacks. He wants something bigger and better. Yeah, screw the heroes. I'm taking their creeps. 33 is coming over, but is he going to be here in time? He is not. 33 walks in to see the creeps die in front of his very eyes as mid one now retreats back to his jungle where he's got plenty more stacks waiting for him.
Oh, that's so clean, right? This is like the meta. You go, you steal their stacks, and then with the Gauss strength that you use stealing their stacks, you go and finish your stacks, right?
God, he's got an Iron Talon as well. Oh, Jesus. Mid one's going to be farming his little panties off.
The best item for camp. Skitter also has an Iron Talon though, so...
Okay.
Fair game. That's for sure.
Only Void had a cleave talent.
No Tail getting pressured up by 33. He's got one more Astral Step. Misses the 8th Remnant though.
Yeah, Daddy mid one comes home though and says, "Don't worry, child. Get behind me. I will chase off this pesky Void. Get off my son."
He's a grown man now. First, it was No Tail who was raising mid one. Mid one's here to beat up 33 for whatever he's done to No Tail.
Yeah, messing with his aged father. Meanwhile, Seb goes down in the bottom lane as we're talking a bunch of nonsense. They will kill off the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, some kisses coming on over the top as well, trying to bring down Saxa. Saxa, though, duking it out, kind of, but not enough. But gets a deny.
That's neutrals.
Oh, very nicely done. Into the Ancients, kills himself off. And they will not be rewarded with a kill on to Saxa.
Yep. And Thompson did manage to take the top bounty rune at least. He's level 8, almost level 9. And while the kisses are on cooldown, I think it's a perfect time for Thompson to make a rotation with Seb, or for OG to make a rotation to the mid lane. But it looks like they're just going to go bottom instead. Snapfire and Rubik mid, that's way too much spamming. You're not going to be able to push this tower down with those two guys there.
Yeah, very annoying as well with the cookie and the Feybolt and all that nonsense. Too hard to find into.
Here it is.
OG Heroes gathering bottom. Roll comes forwards, connecting onto Skitter here. What can they do to the Faceless Void is the question as the rock comes through. He's actually out of mana pretty much here. Skitter's being beaten on down. Saxa throws down the Soul Catcher. They do have a disruption, trying to keep the poisons on top of him, but it looks like Skitter is going to be able to escape this one. Oh no, the poison connects though. Saxa misses the next one, and that's going to mean the poisons run out.
Thompson?
The roll comes in. Thompson finds him in the trees. What a snipe from Thompson there. Goodness gracious me. Finds him. Meanwhile, Fada on the run, but yeah, I mean, this is just a straight up dead dragon. Seb and No Tail will slay him. And now this bottom tier 1 tower is for the taking.
Man, that was so much worse for Skitter than just straight up dying, because he was running around for like 30 seconds trying to avoid Thompson, and then he still ends up dead afterwards. And now they're going to be able to take the bottom tower. Sven, 5.7k net worth, Void 3.7k, 2,000 difference between the two carries already. It's just 11 minutes into the game, 12 minutes into the game.
Oh my goodness, it is unraveling real quickly for the side of Mudgolems here. Pressure being put on relentless from OG. And this
this Earth Spirit early game is so strong. 33 gonna get gone on. Magnetize getting dropped as well. Thompson has a max rolling boulder, so he can easily chase these zeros
going
out.
for the deny, not going to happen though. Thompson gets the kill. Meanwhile, Milan in some trouble. He doesn't have any more boulders left though, so Milan is going to escape, but he'll roll forwards onto the Jakiro instead. Thompson just getting busy on people. I mean, he's got that 50 damage talent at 10, so he's right-clicking real hard as he gets the kick away, finds his old boulder, and uses it to roll himself back to safety. Meanwhile, the rest of Mudgolems, as heroes coming over. Boronier might try for the snipes here. He's got himself the Monument's Kisses, but he's a tricky hero to grab with that rolling boulder, so he's going to give up the go and get back to his team. Meanwhile, Skitter will take the tower in the top lane. That's something to the side of Mudgolems.
Yeah, the casual love tap onto the tower. Easy gold for Skitter there. But Thompson, pretty much all by himself, made 3 heroes, or 1 hero dead and 2 other heroes very low, not able to do any other moves until they regen back up right now. And Mudgolems, at least they were able to open up that top side of the map for Skitter here. OG, they feel so comfortable right now. Mid one with Empower, about to be level 12, easily just farming up the triangle and the 2 jungles, and he has no pressure on him at all.
No, he's just going about his day. No one's going to interrupt him. No one's even looking at him.
Is that an Echo Saber already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mask of Madness Echo Saber at 13 minutes 30. Mid one is farming
crazy.
so quickly.
Yeah. And if we look at Void, like, he's only got that Mask of Madness and 500 gold to his name. And has to defensively TP out of top lane, where he would like to just sit there and not be bothered. So, lots of pressure being put on him, even if he's not dying.
Poor proletarian Void versus the bourgeoisie. Sven. Oh, dearie me. Meanwhile, No-Tail trying to chase some careers, but it's Thompson. Whereabouts is this?
He found himself... I was gonna say, he found himself as Arcane Rune. Listen, that's just as hype as getting a kill, okay? When you get an Arcane Rune on the mid laner, that is so hype. So Skitter really wanted that, and then he sees Thompson just roll in. So next fight, he's gonna have Arcane Rune and like his full boulder, 7 charges, and it's gonna be an explosive battle.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Smoke up, but right under a ward, unfortunately. So they're very aware of this on the side of Mudgolems. I'm not sure when they placed that ward, but that's going to do them a lot of work here as OG look to move in. But no one wants to fight into this guy. I mean, add to the fact that he's got this 50 damage talent, and then he gets empowered as well on Thompson. He's got an Echo Saber. So, I mean, his burst potential is absolutely massive.
Whoa, that's cool. So it's like a extra slow too, right?
Here we go. Borony is going to see him. Thompson coming through, though. Sees his 3 heroes in the neighborhood. Also recognizes the fact they've got that Chrono, but in comes No-Tail. He's not messing around. Trying to find himself the RP. Won't be able to do so as Thompson rolls in once again, missing his targets. Now he's actually taking a decent amount of... Oh my goodness, what just happened to Milan? They look across towards Jakiro as well. So much damage, but the Chrono comes down under the tower.
And the save.
The save from Saxa comes in with a disruption, but the cookie, is it enough? They've got so much damage, but no, the Mortimer's Kisses, it goes right over his head. Thompson to the sideline, 33's on top of him. Surely he can finish the job, but his whole team is dead.
So close.
Thompson's so low, he actually turns around to fight him. Look at him, the absolute madman. Thompson, oh my goodness, he didn't have the damage. Thompson turns around, smashes his face in. Oh my god, Mudgolems, they have got to be feeling that one.
I said it, Nomad, that Arcane Rune Earth Spirit was not going to be a joke. I think Milan died just to the Magnetize. And just like the boulders or the remnants being thrown on top of him, constantly refreshing it. My goodness, that Shadow Demon, perfect disruption inside of that Chrono, keeping Thompson alive. Everyone on OG are just playing so well right now. This is like their comfort zone, right? They got the tier 1 towers. They're going to keep playing up in your face. Mid one, he's not shy to constantly fight with his Sven.
Must they focus the Shadow Demon now then?
I mean, they have to, but then you got to get past Earth Spirit, Sven, Beastmaster, and the Magnus actually. This Magnus is also quite
Skitter is actually dead. RP comes down. A double damage Earth Spirit puts him into the grave. He's gone.
Oh, this Echo Saber is so nice from Thompson.
33, he's gonna get jumped on by Thompson here as well. Look at this damage! Oh my god! Run, 33, run! just don't look back. 3 heroes, he doesn't care. Thompson's coming in for more as Seb's joining the hunt as well. Milan just gets his toast absolutely buttered by Seb and Thompson. There is no mercy from this OG squad right now.
Yep. Echo Saber plus Beastmaster's Inner Beast, Vladimir's Aura. This is crazy.
Sven hits 10k net worth at 17 minutes. That's
okay. With the Empower and the DD, he was hitting for 400 damage. I hit. So with that Echo Saber, like you would think this is a carry hero the way Thompson's playing Earth Spirit.
This is like the hardest time to play into OG as well. You know, when they get their momentum, when they start feeling themselves, it is extremely difficult to play this game. The pressure. You've got these lunatics running around the map. You just have to try and avoid them.
OG are at their best when they take these tier 1 towers down. That's the big thing I've noticed with their gameplay these past months. And that's exactly what's happening right now. No-Tail just dewarding all this vision. Constantly watching the opponents too. Thompson just running between the jungles. Bornea.
He's in a spot of bother, isn't he, Theban?
Yep.
Down he goes. Rest in peace, Bornea. All right, give me some bright news. What is the glimmer of hope for Mudgolems?
Let me take a quick look at Face's Void and his items.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Well, the glimmer of hope is maybe you can get a Chrono into like a nice snap ultimate. You also have the Gobble Up in 900 gold as well. That could be pretty big. You can gobble up 33, toss them in. You can get a pretty nice Dissimulate Resonant Pulse off of that. And you can burst maybe Saksa and take the fights from there. I think that has a lot of potential for Mudgolems for sure. But they need to just complete this Ags right away on Bornea. It's taking way too long considering he went Brown Boots into it.
Big hill to climb though for the side of Mudgolems. But OG have kind of released the pressure. Oh, I say that as the Void's actually getting soloed by Thompson here. Can he finish the job? It's a question. I think he can. There's no time walk available, and Thompson will be able to run him down.
Not only that, Milan also died top. Listen, there's no pressure being released by OG. Okay. If you think they haven't killed someone, that means they're setting up for that kill. Right now, these guys don't stop once these towers are down. They're just gonna keep running at you. They're playing with Magnus, but they don't care. They just click the Empower onto the Sven, and he just farms whatever is in their way, and then everybody else is constantly on the aggressive, pushing out lanes and waiting for heroes to show up.
I like that point actually. Most teams see Magnus as like, you know, oh, amplified damage. That's gonna help me hit creeps. OG, oh, amplified damage. That's gonna give me a good way to hit heroes.
Yep. And they're going straight for that Roshan. They pop the God Strength. It's like a 15-second Roshan right here.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Aegis in the hands of Mid One, along with BKB, Echo Saber, Hyperstone, Mask of Madness, the whole kitchen sink, the world in his pocket. Mid One is a happy man.
Yep. Void Spirit is the next target.
Yeah, Saxo Thompson kind of playing around here. I think they might have lost Saxo though, as he's going to get killed off, but there's some OG teleportations coming in on the outpost behind them. Got to be ready for this one on the side of Mudgolems. Now, they do have that Chronosphere to work with, but a big threat on the map here from OG. This Sven ain't nothing to mess with as the stun comes through. Makes way across the tree line here. Mid One's just got to go get right on top of him. The Chrono comes down. A nice 4-man Chronosphere. Bornea is ready. Throws in the Mortimer's Kisses along with the Gobble Up. They take down No-Tail and Seb instantaneously. That's a lot of damage. OG need to get themselves away as they are now just 2 heroes. They turn around. Skinner jumps in. Taking a lot of damage there. He gets controlled up by Thompson as Mid One with his BKB. They don't have the control for him. He gets himself another one. Looks across to Bornea. Bornea onto the high ground with a nice little cookie. Meanwhile, 33 wondering what to do about the Sven right now as he is just going on to hero, but they do have a good amount of control as the Yules comes down. Bornea just trying to TP himself away, wants nothing more to do with this one. Milan doing the same thing as well. Thompson, though, cancels it out with a roll. That's going to be the Rubik dead. Even though they get a great little trade at the initial engagement there, Mudgolems still have to back themselves out. They just don't have the resources to deal with this Sven.
Yeah, they bit off way more than they can chew here on the side of Mudgolems. That was really nice bait getting OG into you while the Shadow Demon was dead, and the Sven didn't have God Strength either, but I think Skitter, he just had to be a bit more patient, maybe wait for a stun from one of his teammates before he actually committed and went for a kill. Skitter's also going for a Midas, by the way. That's extremely late Midas. And I would also like to mention that last fight, Thompson, he turned himself into a Stone Remnant and he kicked himself out of danger before he went back into the fight. Yeah, he has an Aghanim's complete on this Earth Spirit. Not
what I was expecting. Okay, Thompson making some plays. They come into Skitter here.
Skitter bottom.
He's in Viz. In you go. You are now one of my stones. Hey, mid one, have a present. Stun comes through. Silence in as well. Mid one pops a God Strength and they
Double
will
Echo
chop
Sabers.
Skitter up. My God. This poor boy. The Invis rune from Thompson takes him out in seconds. Makes light work of the Faceless Void. Stun through from Fada, but Sven is just hitting on that high ground with his God Strength now. Good God. What a play.
It's so entertaining to watch. Double Echo Sabers on your position 1 and 2 and just chop a Void down like that.
It's insane. And I'm so excited to see what he can do with this enchantment. We've already seen 2 awesome usages of this Aghanims already making itself pay itself back. I'm excited to see what else he can pull off.
Really puts Skitter out of position, right? He's not level 15, doesn't have that Time Walk cast range. So his Time Walk is like so puny how far he can travel. Mid one just stunned him and got on top of him.
Yeah. What 20 talent is Thompson going to go this game? The Magnetic Grip Silence or the Spell Amp?
I have no idea. Well, there's a fight about to break off right now.
Meanwhile, oh God, down goes Fada. Sven makes very short work of him as Thompson rolls forward for more. Won't be finding anybody though. Mudgolems straight back to the high ground.
I mean, I assume he's going to go for the Spell Amp, right? You just want to keep killing your opponent. Like 16% is a lot of Spell Amp.
It really is.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. With his Octarine queued up as well, it really does lean into that fact. But then again, the silence into the Faceless Void is also starting pretty good.
Do you think they need a silence for 6 seconds? I don't think so. They're dead in like a second, so you're just going to get the Spell Amp so he can burst heroes. You know Thompson, like he's a Chad.
He is Jadson. Meanwhile, Sven being dragged in the mid lane here. He's got himself that BKB and the Aegis though, so not the ideal target for Mudgolems to jump on, but just trying to force a reaction from OG more than anything. See what they can do. No-Tail is nearby, but he doesn't have himself a Blink Dagger, so any chance of an RP is going to have to be done slowly as they skewer back the Jakiro way out of position. Fada gets cut down once again. Hammered in by the balls. Sven comes back. There comes a Chrono Spear. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses over the top. This Sven might be in some trouble. If he can get off the BKB afterwards, which he certainly can, he might be okay after all. Meanwhile, 33 gets stunned up, but he looks across. Mid one wants the big targets. Chops down 1, chops down 2 as he looks for Boromir going under the tier 4s. He doesn't give a damn as they bring down both of those heroes and now get onto those barracks. The combo, it was nice. It was a great idea to try and kill him when he comes back from his second life, but unfortunately, they just didn't quite have enough fuel in the canister. And OG are able to keep their Sven alive and turn this fight around once again.
Yep. He should be careful on mid one. He's got 4 stacks of poison. If one more hits, that's a kill from Milan. Oh, doesn't get it.
No, not quite. And Saxter, great quick usage of the disruption there just to...
yeah, but he wasn't going to die. I mean, he actually took the damage already before the disruption.
He did actually. Yeah.
But yeah, if that was if he got that 5th stack of poison onto mid one, he was 100% dead there. So that's still a good fight for OG, you know, they got the racks. I think Boromir, he gobbled up Skitter there, tossed him away, but he traded his life for saving Skitter. At least he had the buyback and was able to get back into the fight. So
yeah.
Good play on him still. 26k gold, Nomad!
Good God. Over 1k gold per minute on the side of OG. At least for the next 15 seconds. That is absurd. They are so far ahead.
Seb has a boost of travels and Solar Crest. He can be anywhere on the map and constantly buffing up his Sven. Shadow Demon has a Blink Aether Lens. There's no way you're going to be able to chrono unless that disruption gets used by Saksa first. Because he's always going to be able to save the hero. There's too much mobility and cast range on this SD now.
And Blink on the Magnus as well for good measure. So both the supports with Blink Dagger. That's nothing to mess with. Mudgolems just kind of playing it out at this point, seeing
Alright,
if
alright.
there's any
Skitter,
egregious mistakes.
he's got his
pops up.
Mask of Madness. It's online. Now we've only got to hold for about 15 more minutes.
Midas, right, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, did I say Mask of Madness? I meant to say Midas, yeah. He's got his Midas, that's what I meant to say, sorry. I was looking at his Mask of Madness, but yeah, Midas.
Time for the money to come in. Skitter playing the long economics game. Like, if this game goes on for another 40 minutes, then I might be able to overtake this Sven.
Yeah.
Watch, he doesn't have much of a map right now, but gotta appreciate the optimism. Whether far-fetched it may be, but OG really just playing the map right now. I mean, look at where they all are. You know, you've got a hero in this jungle, hero in this jungle, hero in this jungle. They did have a hero here, and a hero just pushing in lanes as well at any given point.
Did you hear about the record? I think it was 4 a.m. versus... I forgot which team was. Elephant, that's 4 a.m., right? Yeah. They just changed their name to Elephant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elephant,
So
it was
they
Elephant versus LGD. I heard about it.
And they had like a 150k goal lead before they ended the game. Like I wouldn't be surprised if one of these teams one day is gonna be like, all right, we're gonna break that, and then they just go for it. Like you just farm up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't see the game, but I certainly heard about it. The biggest gold lead by an absolute mile. I'm guessing that's something to do with Pirate Hat. That thing is absolutely bonkers.
150k gold, jeez. That means every single one of your heroes pretty much had like 10k gold left after getting max or something. I have no idea. Like it was like 80-minute long game. But yeah, right now, OG, I don't think they're here to break the record. They're just here waiting for the next Roshan to spawn. They want to secure this game. If they're just going to keep on farming out the whole map. They know the Sven, you know, he still has like 1-2 more item slots. Sox actually caught someone here. 33.
Yeah, he dares to come out of the base. The RP gets dropped onto him, really kind of just cementing how OG want to play this one. You know, they're not looking to go high ground anytime soon. They want that Roshan, they want that Aegis, and then they will try and break the high ground. And now Roshan has literally just respawned.
There it is. They're gonna beeline straight to that Roshan pit.
I mean, they gotta fight this
mid one,
right?
Oh yeah, this is your last chance. If you give Aegis away to OG, you're essentially just conceding the game.
Spirit buyback from 33 as well. They might want to try and make it happen, but once again turns himself to stone and just goes flying across the map. I mean, how do you even keep track of this guy? Heals comes down there. They've got that remnant as well. They've got him controlled up pretty nicely. They're even going to drop the Chronosphere. Bornea trying to get in position for the Mortimer's Kisses, but the roar comes down from Sven to control up Skidder and stop him getting off any damage. And now, well, Milan gets eaten up by... Oh no, Silence, so he can't spit him out again. And now Top's on top of Bornea. Bornea getting run down, Cookie away, but that magnetized down on top of him, and he's going to go down as mid one casts the Stormhammer, gets the kill. They'll kill off Batter as well. It's an absolute mess from the side of Mudgolems, and they will tap out with some grace as the GGs come down from the side of Mudgolems. They saw their opportunity, they tried to take it, but sadly, it wasn't quite enough. OG from minute 0 in this game, just absolutely dominating the entire game. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance indeed, especially from Thompson. He just absolutely destroyed